Alright, ladies and gents, hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever you're at. It's been quite a wild day for me, to say the least. But either or, doing this video because I actually took and I got my new desk in the mail. Got rid of the glass one. The glass one, I was over it, and well, I kind of wanted something more simpler, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, don't just excuse the wiring and all the crap that's on the floor. I gotta take it back because I've ripped all this apart and just threw it all back together. And when I was putting the desk together, I've got a lot of the crap from the box from the desk all over the floor. So uh, please excuse that. As for wiring, the wiring is not going to get much better than that because, well, I'm not a huge fanatic of going anal with wiring. Years ago I was, but once you become an enthusiast, meaning you're consistently tearing things apart, putting things together, you will find out really quick that wiring costs you more time than anything. Now, if this whole setup was a setup that I know that I was going to be staying together for months, I'm talking about 4 or 5 months straight, I would definitely clean up the wiring at that point in time. But being that this whole get up here will probably last me maybe 3 4 weeks, maybe a month and a week, I don't know, before I change it up because I'm consistently changing things around. I mean, it's just what an enthusiast does. And then true enthusiast never sits back. But either or, nonetheless, let's get into the video. So I got my new desk, my new computer desk. No, I don't need nothing big. I don't need nothing long, all crazy like that. All crazy like that. Um, I've got a nightstand holding up my tower, which actually has a drawer in it as well, and it has parts on the bottom as well. So that helps me out there. This is perfect for me. On the desk end, I only need a desk for one thing. It's got three purposes really: to hold my mouse, or four purposes: to hold my mouse, keyboard, speakers, and my monitor. That's it. That's the only purpose it's good. That's all I need it for. I don't need it for nothing else. The nightstand wise, I actually prefer that. Just my personal opinion, for the fact that I can move the tower around, turn it, and stuff like that, and work on it and everything, and not even mess around with the desk. At most, I just have to turn the monitor out so I don't clip the side of the monitor, because if I crack this monitor, I'm going to be quite pissed. But again, that's nonetheless. But me getting the desk actually allowed me getting this desk, which is different from my glass one. It's slightly different size, but me doing this has actually allowed me to have my Lion Lee Dynamic Evo XL Snow Edition on it sideways, which is actually what I wanted. Because years ago I had the same thing with my 1000D, because just like my 1000D was, this is built to be on display, and now I can actually do that. So with that being said, this is how how I built it to sit. So with that being said, I can also take and now I can turn the RGB on, which is under my control by this remote right here. So I don't have to have it on if I don't want to. I turn it off, turn it on, and as you see, the rig is on. But I can turn it off, turn it on, do whatever it is I want, and the sensor is actually tucked up in back there. So, but for right now, I'm gonna leave it on because it's actually gonna allow me to show a couple little things, which is not too much. Plus I also was able to shorten up my lines here from my radiator to the back of the case, clean that up a little bit. The only thing I can honestly say is I don't care for this line here, which is my internet. I'll be changing that at some point. Right now it's just hooked up to get it up and running. And the kicker is I didn't do anything to this when I actually changed it. The only thing I actually did was I did my quick disconnects, turned the case, and yeah, on both the inlet and outlet, yeah, I did drain the loops slightly, not much at all. I drained it slightly just on the end of the radiator, so I could actually shorten up the hoses to make these lines shorter. But yeah, so that's that. So like I said, that was one of the options that I took my advantage of, is being able to disconnect and do all that, so I didn't have to drain the loops. I probably drained about I want to say roughly half a cup of water out of this, and zero out of the actual loop out in here in the rig itself. So probably half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of water I drained out of the system, which is absolutely nothing for how much water went into it. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. It also allows me to, instead of trying to get all like having it on display like this now, which is how I built the rig for and I designed it for, or what I designed it for, it actually allows me to actually really get some really nice um, camera angles with, or camera shots with it on without me having to try to struggle. So yeah, so that's pretty much the rig. This is my CPU in, this is my GPU in. So yeah, that's really pretty much that. And yeah, again, as I had said, my desk came in the mail. The only thing I don't like, which I'm pretty sure that you can get them, but for how cheap this desk was, I kind of the only thing I don't, well, what I don't like about this desk is it's not actual wood. It's like press board. I want to say, but I mean, for how cheap this desk was, it's very convenient cost wise, and yeah, and I mean it's extremely sturdy. So I mean, I guess if I wanted to pay 150 to hundreds of dollars, I could get a desk with a actual solid piece of wood, but it's whatever. Oh yeah, and before anybody says anything, yes, I know that this is this nightstand here, it's all scraped up. I do, trust me, I know that. I don't need to be reminded of it. At some point, hopefully soon, I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get the marker wood dye, which this is brown, so I gotta get the brown as well. And then I'm just gonna take and fill this in with wood dye, because I mean, outside of these scrapes and stuff, or just the scrapes, it's a brand new nightstand. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, again, I got my new desk in the mail. I actually got my glass desk behind me. I've already got it packed up because I'm actually going to be just tossing it out. No, I'm not going to try to sell or anything like that whatsoever. At the time that I bought it for my needs, and at the time my needs didn't involve the Langley case. Now that I've got that now, I had to change up because everything that I do when I do a system, every part that's involved, whether it's a desk or whatever the case may be, it all goes according to that system. So if I change one thing, rather it be a case or a monitor, everything has got to change because everything goes according to the system. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. Just almost 8 minutes in. That's all I really wanted to show for this. That's all I really wanted to show in this video, is just the new desk I got. And for those of you on YouTube, if you're interested in a desk, or if you're interested, my apologies, it's been a very long day. If you're interested in a good, sturdy, cheap desk, the link for this desk will actually be in the description of the video. Those of you on Facebook, sorry, you got to go to my YouTube in order to get the link, because some Facebook groups don't like links, so that's just the way it is. But what I will actually take and do, though, really quick for you, is just to show you. I'll go to Amazon, because that's actually where I got it from. I'll go to Amazon's website really quick, and I will actually pull up the desk for you so you can actually see it, which is right here. And the desk costs $50, and that's the desk right there. So, but yeah, and you can also pick different colors. You get black, white, rustic brown, gray. The stupid color thing keeps popping up. Grayish, or whatever you want to call it, and then hazelnut brown. I probably should have gone after the hazelnut brown, but to be honest with you, I don't even remember the color I got, because I probably do have the hazelnut brown, because this isn't black. But either or, that is the desk. There's the cost of it right there. $45. Well, it changes price from what it looks like. Yeah, it does. It changes price according to the color. So the brown, which I think I've actually got, which is right there, the hazelnut brown, is $46. But yeah, so that's pretty much that. As I said, I will have the link to this desk in the description on my YouTube, or on YouTube. That's for those of you on Facebook. For those of you on YouTube, just hit the description and you'll see the link to this. But again, now I've got things set up how I actually want them, how I actually care about it. I just gotta take and get a little bit of wood dye for the nightstand there. And yeah, my Langley Dynamic Evo or Langley Evo Dynamic, however the hell it goes. XL. Now I've got it sitting how I want, and I can take in. That's white, that's blue, that's green, that's red, and I can have my RGB the way I want it, or ARGB, or if I just don't want to have the ARGB on, I just shut it off, and that's pretty much that. Now I've got it on display, which is how I want it, and yeah, almost 11 minutes into this. That's pretty much that for this video. Hopefully everybody's having a good night, morning, evening, wherever you're at. Overall, I don't have anything vape-wise to take and do, so that's pretty much why nothing's come up vape-wise. I'm waiting for new gen hardware to release, new stuff to release, because on the end of the customer build, yeah, I understand that there hasn't been no videos out on that or anything like that at all. Is because I've kind of taken a back seat to that for now, because with the 5000 series right around the corner, the customer has already clued me in on a 5090. So, and I had already threw the joke at him about the rig sitting here waiting for the 5090s, etc. And as I said, he's been talking to me about the 5090 and so on and so forth. So I've already got a strong feeling that I'm going to be hanging on to the rig for him until the 5090 comes out. Then when it comes out, I'm going to water block it for him, and then swap out the 4090 for the 5090. I've already got a feeling that that's coming. So, but yeah, with that being said, we covered quite a few different topics, but again, almost 12 minutes in. I tried to end this video 3 times already. I like how this is going, but just shy or 12 minutes in, I don't really have anything else to talk about at the moment. So with that being said, for umpteenth time, hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, evening, wherever it is you're at. I'm out. Bye.